you're all dancing at home, because that's what the opening is for. All coming up with your clever little egg puns. Did I do that right? Did I get elements in there? I don't know. What is this?
It's the Doyle Show.
Right.
It's the Doyle Show.
Well, good morning, everyone. And you know who you are. You silly ones. Each of you. Every one. The ones beside you. The ones you keep wanting to tell the show about, but you're just afraid they won't get it. And then they'll think poorly of you. Because you'll say, look, Bob Doyle, secret, but forget all that. He's doing this other thing. Watch it, and I think you'll like it. And then they're going to watch it. And you know what? What if they don't? Nori's here, and see, she's got all these beautiful butterflies and hearts. Hearts and butterflies. Not to be confused with dog and butterfly. Right? Now, wait a minute. Was that a song? Or that was there was a show when I was a kid in school, and every now and then they'd show it, and it seemed like it was called Hearts and Butterflies or something like that, and it was some sort of situational, I don't know, I'm sure there was a lesson. Does anyone remember this? Because this is the first time I've thought of it since I don't know when, elementary school. Okay, Dog and Butterfly is a song by Heart. I thought so. But I'm almost positive. Wait a minute, no, this is wrong. Where's Steve's comment? Why can't things be in sync? It doesn't matter. We're having fun anyway. It was something about butterflies. Rainbows? No. Anyone? I don't know. Anyway, this is what I was trying to show before. Yes, by Heart. Dog and Butterfly. I sort of remember that. Steve. You guys, Steve saw Steve Tyler last night from Aerosmith, who was looking in on him. Looking in on his band. He said, Steve Tyler was walking down the street. He goes, where's Steve? What you play it? Over there, sir. True story. If you don't believe me, you can follow his timeline after this show. Don't be, wandering off just because I mentioned a thing. All right, well, it's fine. You don't remember that show. It wasn't on my list to talk about anyway. It just bought me about 45 seconds of time. But I still wish you'd remember it. Okay, so I have been meaning to bring this up, and I keep forgetting because, well, that's the way my brain works sometimes. But every time I go out anywhere, I think of this. Okay, all right, I'm now realizing that I've got this habit. And I think I do it a lot, actually. And I don't know. And I think there's something about this that I'm trying to contain it within the image. Like I can't go like this because I'm afraid what my hands will go at it, so I have to keep it close. Or maybe it was from the old days when like the chroma key wasn't that great, which this one's not looking that great right now. And you do like this and then you'd see the nasty outline of the green, but unless you keep your hands in front. So maybe I just got in this habit of keeping things small. See? Steve saw Steve. Steve saw Steve see Steve. All right, and I haven't even seen, that's correct. I haven't even seen Steve play yet. What's up with that? I think I've seen a video at a pool party or something, but that's not really seeing you play. But anywho, all right, well, I'm still hoping for the name of that show. It's gonna make me a little bit nuts, but Paul's here. So refer back to the fanfare from whenever. Oh, boy. Every time I go out, the people always shout, there goes John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. And what if I just kept going? Like, that's the show. 25 minutes, I'll pick up the uke, start playing on the uke, and it's just John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt the whole freaking 30 minutes. Like you thought I was going to go down one road, and then it's just John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. How quick, and now some of you would tune out immediately. Some of you might hang in there for a bit, and then others of you might say, you know what, I'm in. If he's going to do that for 30 minutes, I'm going to listen. Because I don't know why. What else am I going to listen to? Dog and Butterfly by heart? What just happened there was physically impossible. I can't possibly recreate it. It's just for me. One moment, please. Hi, David. No, not Magic Garden. It was definitely butterflies. Something with butterflies. And there was some little story. Hi, Denise. I'm trying to remember a name of a show they used to show us in school called Something About Butterflies. Man, oh man, it's really... Okay, now this is going to bug me when I got little claw hands. What is that? Why? Why this? Oh, that's really going to irritate me. It's going to ear. I had the opportunity to go eye. Irritate me. But dadgummit, I can't find my eye. Oh, wait, there it is. All right. Good day, Denise. I keep forgetting what. Okay. To tell you this. So, I carry my phone around like a normal human being. And I used to carry a phone, and a phone always has a case. And then I carried a wallet, because, you know, you got to do it. Identification, credit cards, whatnot. So, you know, a couple of years ago, I started getting my phone case as a wallet, right? It fits everything in there. Magnet. I love it. It's my favorite case of all time. Holds all my cards. I'm not showing you my cards. I'll show you one. Just because it has Cody on it. All right. But here's the thing about this. Do you see how thick this is? It's really thick. It's over an inch thick. It's over... My wallet here is over an inch thick. And so I can't put it in my pocket is what I'm saying. I'm dying here now because, anyway, because see, now I know that every single word out of my mouth is potentially going to be taken out of context. Forever. I'll never not have that. That'll always be a thing. Anyway, so it's too thick to put in my pocket. And, you know, I can't put it in my back pocket. It's, again, uncomfortable. I'd sit on it. Can't put it in my front pocket because it's too thick, and I can't sit down with it either. So, and walking around with it, it's too thick, so it looks ridiculous. Right? So, guys, look. Men need a purse solution that isn't going to be called a fanny pack or whatever. Now, I know that in some countries it's no big deal, but here in the United States, it's just, you know, you wear a fanny pack and if you're a guy, and you know what? I don't even think that, I'm not even looking at this like oh, you think you're effeminate, they think you're effeminate, or any of the gender. Forget the gender thing. It just, a guy can't wear one because you just look like a goof. So what do? We can't carry a thing. We can't carry a purse without, you know. But we need something to carry this. Because this is what I do. I carry it around like a handbag. And then I have to put it on the table, and it's just sitting there the whole time because I can't put it in my pocket. What is the solution for men? But the thing is that it has to be societally on board. Functional is not enough. If society makes a judgment about it, then it's either going to go or it's going to be a no. You know what I'm saying? A lanyard. A lanyard. Just something to swing over my shoulder. Right? I'm trying to picture what that would look like. But it's feeling, yeah, it's not as, okay, I'm going to look into, plus, how cool to say, where's my lanyard? Hold on, I can't go yet. I got to find my lanyard. Oh, yeah, lanyard. I was just there in the restaurant. I believe I left my lanyard there. Could you look for it? Yes. Yes, a lanyard. That's right. It's probably the only lanyard there. I don't imagine you get a lot of lanyards there, but every now and then I'll come in and grace you, with my lanyard. So if you could just find it, it's probably, yeah, it's going to look really good. Okay, thanks. A lanyard. And then I have to find some place to hang my lanyard. Right? Hey, nice lanyard rack. Thanks. It's a pretty nice lanyard, wouldn't you say? And practical. You know what I could put in there? This and probably something else. Lanyards. I'm really tempted to get online right now and turn this show into a lanyard looking for show. What do we got here? Irma is suggesting something. Hold on, we're going to put this up here, see if I get a bigger version of the vid. Oh, that's just a butterfly by Carla Lane. Is that, but what do you, oh, it's a YouTube link. Oh, well, I can't follow it from here. Is that my answer, though? It really feels like hearts and butterflies. Oh, you guys, I can't not search. Hearts and butterflies. Oh. Hold on. No. All right, it's not that. Dadgummit. All right, so a small backpack, no. Ephraim, I can't, no. I'm not going to walk around with a small backpack just to go to dinner with someone. See, that's the thing. That's the other. Now, look, sometimes if you go to a nicer place, I don't know, the pockets are more forgiving. Maybe they have more space. I don't know. But I just want to wear jeans and a shirt and go eat lunch. I don't want to bring a backpack because I'm 52. I'm not some student who just wandered off campus to go grab an organic something or other. I don't know why I lumped all that in there. No, Dog and Butterfly is the song. We've already established that. But thank you for your assistance in this area, Nori. Dog and Butterfly. A backpack. Okay, no. Backpack. Isn't that from Nori the Explorer? All right, Samsung Leather Galaxy wallet holder. A wallet holder? Okay, well, I can't see this, but Dawn has given me a link, but I can't go there. All right, well, anyway, I guess I'll explore these options. But it was just bugging me to no end. Speaking of something else that bugs me to no end. So I've had my Echo devices for a while. Echo, what's the weather?
Right now in Las Vegas, it's 76 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun. Throughout the day you can expect more of the same, with a high of 87 degrees and a low of 67 degrees.
We're sneaking up on the mid-90s this weekend, ladies and germs. But you guys know I love my Echo devices. But man, I've gotten to just it's a whole new world of first world problems. Because when it doesn't hear me, and it seems to be when and I know what's going to happen because I tell you this story, it's going to light up my house somehow. But the Alexa ones, they hear their name pretty well. But when I say Echo, sometimes it takes it didn't even hear me that time. But sometimes it takes a few times, and sometimes I feel like I have to yell at it. Like, Echo, play my compliments.
You ought to know, your breath is almost as good as my dog's.
Right, I think we heard that one.
Want to hear another good thing?
No. Want to hear another good thing.
Okay, come back soon for more compliments.
You know I will. But when and then if I say something like, I'm going to use a different one, like Alexa, play, like, so I have a comedian. There's a comedian I really like, Jen Kirkman, right? Oh no, she's doing something in there. I don't know what. But when I say Amazon play Jen Kirkman, I can't find an artist named Jim Berkman or anything like that. And then I'm like, Jen Kirkman, right? Like Eben Schletter, all right? Eben Schletter is a composer that I need puppets for these hands to cover it up. Eben Schletter, another musician who I really enjoy, and it just occurred to me yesterday, hey, he's probably on Amazon Music. I can probably, There. He's on Amazon Music, and I can probably go there and hear him. Yeah, but what happened when you went there? Well, I found all his albums and I put them in Amazon My Music. Yeah, well, that's the first step to getting Alexa to play it. That's right, I know. So I added all my albums, and then what happened? Well, then this morning I said, Amazon or Alexa, play Eben Schletter, and I'll bet you it said it can't find anything by Eben Schletter. Something like that, but yeah, I said it, Eben Schletter, and it still wouldn't work. The puppets are gone. They're gone. They are out. Ask Echo about the show. What show? Wait, hold on. Lanyards at Office Depot. See? Okay, so see we have, I wonder if is this emoticon going to go? I keep saying emoticon. Oh, heavens, no! I can't do this. I cannot, I have to not do this. Things like that drive me nuts when I see somebody doing the same kind of physical mannerism. And now, look at me, I'm doing it. There's another one I do on stage with some weird thing I do with my hands. It's not this. Maybe it is this. But when I'm talking, I'll do some weird thing with my hand that I don't do anywhere else. And I bite my lip. Oh, I'm just a freaking sack of symptoms. I had coffee this morning, and I felt really, really gross. I mean, really bad, like my body was going to just slam shut. So I was like, all right, it's a non-coffee day. So that's why I'm drinking water. Some music is playing in the other room. I have no idea what it is. But it's the same thing with Siri. You know, hey Siri, tell me about the whatever, and then when they misunderstand you, it's just infuriating. And then sometimes when music is playing, let's say it's playing over the Echo device, right? So it's playing its own sound, and you feel like you have to shout over it. You know, like, Alexa, stop. Just took that opportunity to tell her to stop. So I'm shouting at it, and then I'm getting angry. It's like when you're dialing through a phone system and you're saying representative. You know what I'm saying? What are we talking about? Sack of Symptoms. That is a good name for a band. But I still like Scorpion Mafia, but I know you guys don't like that, but all right. I'm missing stuff, but that's unusual. Not unusual. It's not unusual to miss stuff on every show. Da-da-da-da-da. All right. Whoops. Well, look at this. We're just scrolling all off. Dawn, you better not have told him. Wow. Well, that just opens up the door. Because I don't know what she's talking about. And I haven't really talked to Dawn recently. So I don't think she's told me anything. I don't think. But as irritated as I get with the Echo thing.
Anytime.
It's my new sidekick. Do you hear I don't know if you can hear it. Listen. Can you hear it? That's my wheels spinning. You may not have been able to hear him. Oh, ask Echo about the Butterfly show, right? Oh no. Bread and butterflies. Bread. Hold on. I know that's it. Oh, I can't type. I'm too excited. Bread and butterflies. Boom, diddly boom. Wait a minute. Wait. I know this has got to be it. I know it's it. Hold on. I know I'm not even looking at you right now, but I know that's it. Television. It's showing me some other thing. Bread and butterflies, taking care of business, inside out, butterflies. I know it's bread and butterflies. You're saying from Alice in Wonderland. That's what this is saying. But no, there's a thing. This better not be like the Mandela effect in action. I know there was a bread and butter flies. And now what? There's going to be no history of it on. I know it existed, guys. I'm not crazy. Little bread and butterflies kiss the tulips. Okay, now it's just getting really surreal in here. And that's fun. But even more irritating than these devices misunderstanding me is when and I've said this before, is when I inadvertently rip an earbud out of my ear, reaching for something, turning, walking, it gets caught and it. Pew! Am I alone in this? Does that happen to you and you just go, oh, look, it fell out, let me just put it right back in there? Or do you yell bad words really loudly? Because I do. And with every successive time, the words get louder and more intense. Because for the most part around the house, I've been wearing Bluetooth, right? No cords. Doing the dishes, whatever, no cords. Took my stress level of doing the dishes from whatever it was to 0. Because doing the dishes was the worst, because you're moving around and there's all the knobs on the cabinets, anything for this cord to get hooked up into. And if I'm putting a dish up and I'm all in my zen, I'm all in my dishwashing zen, and then, oh my God. Sarah says, it's the worst, especially with piercings. I can only imagine. Nori agrees, so annoying. Well, that is putting it as mildly as possible. Because when that happens, I don't just go, oh, that's so annoying. I mean, I would have to add a word between so and annoying. And it would have to be loud. And, this is a problem. Well, there is a better way. It's called wireless headphones. But you know what? My favorite ones, they got broken in the move. Bob, just get another pair. Look, I know. Sometimes, you guys just come in here and bully me. So Monday, I think, with 99%, I'm going to have a guest. My friend Michelle. To remind you, Michelle was my realtor, helped me find this place. She's also a longtime friend of Lynn's. They used to work together forever ago. And she's just, now she's just my friend. And so, in fact, she was the one who had me come to the Unity Church the other day and just kind of getting me out and meeting people and things like that. And that's where I go on Thursday nights. I'll go see her and this other guy play and sing, right? So I was there last night. Anyway, we were talking. I said, hey, be a guest on my show. And she's just going to come in on Monday and she's just going to be my guest. And we'll talk about God knows what. Who knows what? It's just going to be fun. But I think the deal is we're going to do a song together. Because she's a singer. She actually is a Janis Joplin impersonator here in Vegas. Does the big shows, big impersonation shows and stuff. And she's got the great Janis Joplin voice. But And she, like Lynn, is a singer who uses a lot of energy and really belts it out there. And so, in this venue where she plays on Thursdays, it's a restaurant. And so people come in there to eat, and there's one half of the restaurant where they're eating, and then there's the other half where they know they're sitting in front of the band. But the thing is, you can't, she can't do her full-on thing there, right? Because it's background for the most part. And that just, to me, is so odd, because to hold back that kind of expression and have to just rein it in, and then so the energy of the crowd is affected by all of that. Anyway, that's not really what I was going to talk about. What I was going to say was, and I'm going to bring this up to her, because it's a restaurant and sometimes it's full house, sometimes it's not, so So last night I was in this situation where one half of the restaurant there's a kind of a regular group that comes in from time to time. I say that because I've been there a handful of times. They've been there twice, at least, maybe even 3 times. And they've got a lot of great energy and so on. And then on the other side, there's usually some other people who are regulars. But this time it was kind of just them and me on the other side. So I'm sitting up closer to Michelle and her partner up there, Rick, right? And so now this is just this weird sort of awkward thing. And so like, what's the protocol? I can't wait to ask her about this. And we've just sort of met, okay? So she's singing, and if they are, stay with me. So that group over there, they're eating their food or whatever. And so, but there she is up there singing. And so if she's not going to just like look at the ground, like, oh, it's all about eye contact. And what is my responsibility as the audience member / friend who's sitting over there? Where do I look? Where do I look? Because, you know, ideally, if it was a concert, everybody would just be looking at them, watching the performers. It wouldn't be weird, right? But in a restaurant situation where 99% of the restaurant's just eating there, and I'm sitting over there, and I'm just, where do I look? If I just stare her down because she's my friend, it just gets weird after a minute. And then where does she look? And then if you know, it's just this whole, it's just, you know. So sometimes I'll look at Rick, and then I just kind of look. And then if there's eye contact, it feels like, how long should I look? Should I turn away now? What do I do? Look at my phone. I'll look over here. Where do I look? It wouldn't be an issue if the place was full and she was working the crowd anyway. But there's no crowd except for me. So I'm there as a friend to support or whatever, just to watch. And if I'm blatantly not paying attention, looking at my phone or just doing anything other than avoiding that awkward sort of, you know, but it happens. It happened several times. I'm like, well, I'm not going to just keep not looking up there. You know what I mean? You think so, Sarah? For crying out loud. I can't show it to you. Inside Out. That seems familiar too, Raven. I still think Bread and Butterflies. Yeah, so Sarah thinks I may be overthinking this. Okay, fine. But when you're in that situation, what do, Miss Smarty Pants? What would you do? To not creep out the performer, too. Let's say I'm up there. I'm playing. Half the restaurant is nothing. You know, they're just doing their thing, and it's just you. And I'm up there just, you know, what? I'm going to just stare. First of all, and then, I don't know. Maybe I'm not a good example, but it's still like to just sit there and I just think it's weird. It feels weird. I'll ask her. I'm going to ask her as she sits in this chair, what would she prefer? And what she's going to say is, I think you're overthinking this. Look at them. They are the entertainment. Well, I know. Well, I do. I just kind of look back and forth. But I'm also thinking that, you know, God, she's holding back so much right now. So there's just so much going on in my head. You know, Sarah, I can hear your thoughts. So just knock it off. All right, I've been doing that for years. Doesn't faze me. There, see the band. You watch the band. Yeah, I know, but it's not like if it's a band, if it's like 4 or 5 people, it's way easier to kind of scan the band. I don't know. Act normal. Okay. That's a tall order, Crystal. And what does that mean? What is, so yes, that's the right thing to do, but what is that? Because it's not a normal situation. It's not an everyday situation. There's a lot of little factors. There's social factors at play there. There are dynamics going on that are not just part of my everyday. Every day, maybe I would just be on my phone, but that seems rude. I'm there to see them. But then there's just something about the... I don't know. You're right. It's probably just me. This is funny to me on a couple of levels. Life without alcohol at a club. That's right. And since I don't drink, I got nothing to take that little weird edge off, right? All right. Sorry. Got a little sidetracked there. So sidetracked, in fact, that I went a minute long on the show. And I know that the word show is really being generous this time around, because I think this is pretty much just some bullet points of things that I need to get out of my head and into my heart. I'm going to find this bread and butterflies thing. Oh yes. I'm going to find it, and then I'm going to bring you proof that I'm not completely insane. Thanks for hanging out on this Friday. I'll probably be popping in from time to time. Feels like that kind of a weekend. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. But we'll see.